What if I told you that the biggest reason I learned to hack slowly wasn't the tools, wasn't the platform, wasn't even the lack of time, it was me. My mindset, my pride, my complete lack of strategy in the beginning. I started learning ethical hacking in January of 2024, and since then I've gone through dozens of boxes, taken courses, read books, and made a ton of progress, but also a ton of mistakes. If I could start over, these would be the 6 things I'd fix on day 1. If you are just getting started or stuck in that tutorial hell feeling, then this video might save you months of wasted time. Let's jump in with the first and most frustrating mistake I made. I tried way too hard to do it all on my own. When I first got into hacking, I used walkthroughs, write-ups, and videos. That's how I learned the basics. And to be honest, it worked. I was making progress. But after a while, I hit a point where I thought, okay, I've solved a bunch of boxes with help. But can I actually do it alone? So I started testing myself, trying to get that first access without checking the solutions or hints. And at first, that challenge was motivating. But eventually, it started holding me back. I'd spend hours, sometimes entire days, stuck on one step. Not because I was too proud, but because I wanted to prove I could figure it out myself. Now, I've adjusted. I still give myself a real shot, but if I get stuck, I don't waste the whole day. I go find just the piece I'm missing, study it deeply, and get back to solving. It's not about giving up. It's about making progress faster and smarter. But knowing when to ask for help wasn't the only thing slowing me down. I didn't organize my learning. Every time I solved the box, I documented everything, from the first scan to the last exploit. But here's what I didn't do. I didn't extract the important stuff, the commands, logic, methods that could be reused later. Even though I had notes, they were buried. Every time I faced a similar box, I'd dig through old write-ups trying to find what worked, basically losing time. Now I built a Notion system that I call Hacker Second Brain. It's split into recon, enumeration, exploitation, etc. Each section has real commands I've used. I tag techniques, box names, OS types, and more. Now, when I face a new box, I'm not starting from scratch. I'm starting from my personal playbook. Now, this next one, it wasn't just a mistake. It was fear. I avoided Windows machines because they intimidated me. At first, Linux felt easier, familiar. When I saw a Windows box on Hack the Box, I skipped it. Basically, everything that had PowerShell, registry, DLL injection, no thank you. But here's the truth. Windows still owns 72% of the global desktop OS market. If you want to be a real-world hacker or pen tester, you have to be good at Windows. Now, thanks to PJPT and forcing myself to face my fears, I treat Windows like Linux, just another challenge. It's tough, sure, unbeatable, not even close. But even after I faced my fears, I hit a wall I built myself. I tried to learn too much at once. At one point, I was learning API hacking, IoT security, general CTFs, coding, and setting up home labs. Not because I was distracted, but because I was hungry for knowledge. I wanted to level up fast. But what actually happened? I was learning everything, but slowly. Each of these areas is deep. They require different tools, workflows, and mental models. Now, I stay focused on 3 pillars: API hacking, general hacking, and networking focused on home labs. You don't need to give up your curiosity, you just need to sequence it. At this point, I was hacking consistently, but was I actually improving? That's what I started to question. I solved boxes without a strategy. I picked easy boxes, solved them, and moved to the next. But I didn't stop to ask, what am I actually learning? What skills am I building? What's missing from my toolkit? I wasn't learning strategically, I was just grinding. Now I track each machine. I tag what kind of machine it is, if it's a Linux or Windows, AD or web, what vuln I found, what tool worked, and what took me too long to solve that machine. Now I reflect, I adapt, and I learn on purpose. That simple shift from doing to studying what I did changed everything. And finally, the mindset shift that had the biggest impact of all. I waited too long to treat hacking like a real job. I showed up daily and I stayed consistent. But I wasn't tracking time, I wasn't setting goals, I wasn't reviewing the progress, and because of that, I didn't know if I was getting better. But now, I log time per box, I write what I struggled with, I set mini goals like improve privilege escalation, solve one Windows box, etc. It's not about being a machine, it's about treating these like it matters, because it does. My final message for you is, if you are just getting into ethical hacking or if you feel like you are not moving fast enough, here's what I learned in the hard way. Don't try to figure it all out alone. Build your own system to capture what you are learning. Stop avoiding Windows, it's not going anywhere. Don't chase 5 things at once. Solve boxes with purpose and treat these like it matters, because it does. If this helped you, drop a like, subscribe, and leave a comment with one mistake that you made on your hacking journey. I read every single one. In the next video, I'm going to show you something a little bit crazy. How hackers literally use Google to find sensitive files, exposed servers, and misconfigured applications, using nothing but search terms. Yep, Google dorking is real, and if you are not using, you are missing one of the easiest ways to level up your recon game. Thank you for watching, stay curious and stay safe. Bye bye!